For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to rehab an abandoned 100-plus-year-old house. What have I gotten myself into? Let's go. Okay, I'm finally getting around to it. I haven't been posting as much recently, and in my past couple of videos, I discussed the project that I took on, and I've gotten in way over my head. Most of my past videos were Tesla and EV related, but this one will be a little bit different, and it will be me expanding on some of the topics that I discuss on this channel. About a year and a half ago, we purchased the used Model S, and my goal is to purchase another Tesla so we can become an all EV household. The new videos won't be directly Tesla related, but they will help document the journey and what it's gonna take for us to get there. So let's get into it. I like to think being the key word, that I'm pretty handy around the house. And with this in mind, I thought it would be an amazing idea to purchase an old home and rehabilitate it and turn it to an investment property and renting it out. Every summer, our county puts properties up for auction that have years of back property taxes due. So before this auction a few years back, we got the list and we spent weeks doing research and driving by and checking out some of the potential properties to see if there was something that we could purchase. Now, some of these properties are in great shape and the owners just got a little bit behind on their taxes. Other properties, they're abandoned and they are pretty neglected. The auction actually happens on the courthouse steps, and whoever places the highest bid, they get the property, but they have to pay right then, cash. The bidding for each property starts at the amount of taxes due for that property, so some of them started at a few $100s. So from this list, we highlighted the properties that we think we could bid on, did our research, and determined the maximum amount we'd be willing to bid for those properties. The county does give the owners the opportunity to either pay their taxes or get set up on a payment plan, and they can do this up until that property is actually auctioned. This auction went on for over a week because there were so many properties. Everything that we were interested in on day one went for well over our maximum bid, and I decided not to attend on day two. But on day three, we reached a part of the list that we had a few items highlighted. The first property that we actually placed the highest bid on was a lot, and the second property was an abandoned house. It was listed as having 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and a little bit over 1,200 square feet. So at this point, I'd picked up 2 properties. So I still had some cash in my pocket to spend, but we picked up 2 items and I thought that was plenty, so I left the auction early. I was excited and I left the auction feeling pumped. So I was feeling good and I decided to drive by the properties and check out what we just purchased. And luckily for me, the next door neighbor to the house was outside. So I introduced myself and I let him know that I just purchased the abandoned house next door. And I figured he'd be excited to no longer live next door to an abandoned house. But the first thing he said to me was, "Is it too late for you to get your money back?" What have I gotten myself into? So I left the auction feeling great and came here and he rained all over my parade. Now with that in mind, I left and I did not go back to that house for over 2 years. So when I finally mustered up the nerve and the courage to go back and take a look inside, this is the video footage from one of my first visits. So the next door neighbor told me that there were bats in the attic at one point and A pipe had bust one winter and it just flooded the house out for weeks, maybe even a month. One of my original notes was, I don't know about all the trees, but the front door was in pretty good shape. I mean, the glass was totally intact. It looks fine, but once you open the front door, different story. What have I gotten myself into? Now, if you want to see the rest of the house, be sure you subscribe so you get notifications for when I post my new videos. And give me some thumbs up, some likes. Let's discuss in the comment. Let me know what you're thinking. So I will use this page to post to some of my past videos. So I'll put some Tesla related video up here, and then I'll save the spot down here for once I do my follow-up, and I will put it there. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.